Van Buren students and teachers, I'm Tyler Heisel. Welcome to the NHS Warrior Update, the National Honor Society short newscast keeping you up to date on all the happenings of the previous week. Whether it's sports, news, or weather, be sure you can hear about it from us. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Almost every culture in the world has held celebrations of thanks for a plentiful harvest. The American Thanksgiving holiday began as a feast of Thanksgiving in the early days of the American colonies, almost 400 years ago. We have some great food for this holiday. The traditional main dish is turkey, but everyone loves the stuffing, cranberry sauce, green bean casserole, corn, mashed potatoes with gravy, and all of the pies. Brittany Beggs went around the school and asked a few of the staff members what their favorite Thanksgiving dishes were. Mr. Miller, for example, replied that pumpkin pie. Mr. Alvis said pecan pie. Mrs. Shuck said European peas, and Mr. Banks said broccoli rice casserole. Hopefully, everybody got their favorite dish. On Tuesday, Mr. Rowe's environmental science class rested their passive solar heaters. A passive solar heater is an insulated box with a black-colored internal and a glass top. These heaters use the incredible amount of energy in sun emits the heat up the fluid. By convection, the heat can travel via the fluid to a nearby room and heat that room. To make this a little more practical, some students added a storage system to their heater. A storage system is matter that takes a while to heat up and turn cools down very slowly. Some common examples are water and cast iron. Mr. Rowe's students were each assigned to build a solar heater. The class tested their models on Tuesday with wide-ranging results. Jacob Pools and David Pedricks were the only two to be considered heaters because theirs actually gained 16.2 and 18 degrees Fahrenheit from room temperature. The interior of their heaters reached 90 degrees Fahrenheit compared to the outside temperature of 43 degrees. Mr. Rowe is keeping that class very busy with extra activities. At the moment, the students are also designing their own home incorporating passive and active solar technologies. And now to Ariel Duncan with the weather.
It's supposed to be partly cloudy, and there will be a high temperature of 28 degrees and a low temperature of 11, and a very low chance of precipitation at 10%. Friday will be mostly sunny with a high near 30 and a low around 22 degrees. Now everybody's favorite time of the week, the weekend. For your Saturday, there will be partly sunny skies and a high temperature of 32. And on Sunday, there will be a high of 30 degrees. So I hope teachers, please don't forget to send news tips to us via our email address, which you can see on the screen right now, or simply by talking to a member of NHS. Please give us a quick synopsis of any special activity, event, or funny story that happens in your classroom that you would like us to share with the school. The 7th grade girls basketball team began their season on November 17th and has a 1-3 record to start the season. The first opponent was Pekin, who proved to be much of a test. The Van Buren dropped its contest 25-12. Leading all scorers were Lydia Held with 6, Abby Ryder with 2, Cassie Johnson added 2, and Tate Wable and Jessica Harriman each pitched in 1. The young Warriors handled Harmony in a strong fashion, 35-15. Leading scorers for that game were Tate Wable with 12, Abby Ryder with 10, Lydia Held with 7, Cassie Johnson put in 4, and Maddie Smith had scored 2. One of the most exciting games this season was played against Cardinal. The Warriors jumped out to a good lead but couldn't hold off at the end. Cardinal finally prevailed, and after a couple of lead changes, making the final score 18-17. Leading scorers were Abby Ryder with 8, Lydia Held had 5, Tate Wable and Jessie Cassins each had 2. Their last game was just before Thanksgiving against a very well-coached Waco team. The Waco Warriors won this one 29-15. Leading scorers were Tate Wable with 4, Cassie Johnson and Abby Ryder tossed in 3 each, Jessie Cassins added 2, and Lydia Held and Jessica Harriman each added 1 point. The next games for the Warriors are December 4th at Stockport versus Harmony, and December 8th at Stockport versus Pekin, December 11th at Cardinal, December 16th at Stockport versus Waco, and December 18th at Harmony. Well, that concludes the NHS Warrior Update. Hopefully you will stay current with all of the school's activity and join us next week. I'm Ariel, and keep listening to the Voice of Van Buren. Thank you, and have a great day.